This is a perfect spot to talk about my neighborhood tree. Not this tree, this is in the national park, but I was telling Corey a story I hadn't told him yet about a tree in a side yard next to our apartment where we live. And I was curious as to why there were so many holes in the tree we have near where we are and all the sap that's coming out of it. And I was kind of worried for the tree, like, oh no, there's so many holes, like what's gonna happen to the tree? But I realized there's a bunch of woodpeckers where we live, pounding on the tree, but also a bunch of hummingbirds that seem to really like the tree too. And a few times I saw the hummingbirds coming up to the tree where the sap is coming out. So I was like, okay, hummingbirds are getting nutrition from this tree. So that's cool. But as I approached the tree that day, looking at the hummingbirds and the sap coming out of it and all the holes and witnessing the woodpeckers nearby, touching the tree, kind of just being excited to be with it and to view the life around it, I started hearing like more voices, as if it was someone communicating through the tree to me, realizing that there's another life form somewhere else, maybe in a different dimension, maybe in a different world completely, who was communicating with me through the tree, as if someone, a different life, recognized I was there communicating within the tree, and they started talking back to me. So I realized that the trees have way more implications than I thought before. I'm like, it's just a tree, it's just growing. But no, because trees are growing with the energy of love and uplifting consciousness, they're also connected to other realities or other planets, because there was another life form talking to me and communicating through the tree with me. I felt like it was a male voice, excited to know that there was something else communicating to the tree, as if that tree, it's been known to communicate with other people. So I just wanted to give that food for thought for people watching the video, but that's probably it.
Do you remember exactly what the messages that you were getting were?
No, it was more astonishment and excitement that whoever it was I was talking to knew it was making a connection with another life form within the tree as a communicator. Like the tree itself is a telephone or like an antenna to another world, possibly another planet, maybe another reality. But yeah, the moment of now is all we have. Everything that's existing is consciousness being filtered through to experience life. So the messages that I was getting was more like, oh, there's someone else here now too, through the tree. That's exciting. What can you tell us about yourself? And I was like, well, I'm near my house. I live near Seattle. I'm just a female human living a life. Decided to connect to the tree, but now that I'm hearing you, I'll come back later some other time and we can like talk more. So as I was telling Corey this story, I thought, oh, okay, maybe in another parallel reality or world, I can definitely dive into that and ask the tree when we get home more specifics, but maybe the tree I was communicating with was tied to a different tree in a different world, and that tree was known to do that, and that's why there was someone else like on the other end kind of just anticipating communication. Maybe there's a certain resonance that we don't see that another life form would see when there's communication through a tree. So maybe I'm writing a story now about it, but in my head I'm like, this person I was talking to, maybe they could see an energy around the tree that's showing, hey, there's another life form now merging with the energy of the tree that we can connect to and talk to. So I thought that was cool. Maybe a sci-fi novel, maybe it's real, maybe it's not, but I wanted to tell the story. Anyway, long answer to your question, what were the messages? Wasn't really much, it was just excitement that I was there on the receiving end, hearing a communication.
Do you think the beings that you heard were human?
Yeah, human-like. They could have been Earth humans, or they could have been just a life form very similar to how we experience life, you know, with 2 eyes, a nose, a head, 2 arms, 2 legs. So another civilization that has a similar look, similar type species of consciousness of who we are.
But you didn't actually see them,
In my
right?
mind's eye, I did a little bit. I saw like a male figure that seemed younger, in my opinion, in terms of me comparing it to another Earth human. Just the energy felt more young and a lot more excitement, and I felt that that energy was communicating to other individuals around himself. Like, oh, hey guys, we got a live one. There's someone else on the other side of this tree. I finally communicated with whoever it is. Let's keep going. And I think at the time I am sure I had something going on, and I had to not be in communication with the tree any longer. So I remember telling this individual, like, hey, I'm just living life. I don't know exactly what to give you in terms of insight, but I'm aware that you're there and I'm here, but I gotta go now. I won't be by the tree for much longer, and I'll come back later. So I haven't come back later. That could be our next episode, where we show the tree by our house and I kind of tap into that energy again and get messages from another potential life form, existence, civilization. Yeah, a story. If you liked this, please hit the subscribe button and the like. Drop a comment. We can answer some of your questions or comments on our next episode. This is Ask My Wife. I'm a tree channeler, and I'm glad you watched this message. Get out, find a tree, start connecting. It will open your heart. Live now, people. Find a tree.